This is the lady who is no longer going to – you won't see as much of her on TV. You'll see as many commercials, but you won't see as much of her. The lady who does the AT&T commercials, we've talked about her once before. Milana Weintraub is her name, and she does does some
almost all of them. Yeah, she's always working. She plays like she's working in the store.
You see her a lot on March Madness.
Yeah,
and
a lot.
Because she has gotten so many creepy comments on her social media about her breast size, she has demanded that they put her behind a desk or behind something that will cover her up.
Have you seen the new commercials?
I've not.
I have, and I'm just going to say it. She can't hide them.
But she is seated in almost every one of them.
She is seated behind a desk, but it's still like from
wearing a blazer.
Yeah, from like her chest up, and you just know that it's just baggy. It's there.
It's comments like that.
I didn't mean it in a sexual way. I'm just saying they can dress her in a blazer. They can sit her at a desk in a hoodie. Mm-hmm. You still notice them. You still notice them.
Well, apparently a lot of people noticed them and commented on them, and it made her feel very uncomfortable. And she says, I won't go back out until I don't get these comments anymore.
Does Flo from Progressive get this kind of attention? I don't think that she does.
Not that I've heard.
No.
And she's on even more Flo from Progressive.
Yeah.
And for a much longer period of time.
But I'll be honest. I mean, look at Flo. She's dressed as plain as can be. I mean, she's meant to be as plain.
The AT&T girl's not in.
They just have different body shapes.
The AT&T girl's more attractive, though.
It's comments like that.
What? But she is. She's young and attractive.
Just be thankful you're ugly.
Flo.
Not ugly, but she's just more plain.
You know, Biggie, they say when you're in a hole, when you find yourself in a hole, the first
I'm just
thing
being
to do
honest.
is
They cannot
stop digging.
They cannot hide them.
You're not a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I wouldn't say anything like that. So I wouldn't say that.
I can only imagine being. She's like, put me in a blazer, and they do, and there's still this there in the camera, and they're like, what do you want us to do?
She's.
Yeah. Guys,
put me behind
it fits.
Put me behind a desk.
Come on. This is a youth medium.
You know,
when she's sitting at the desk, it looks like they're laying. It was my first thought too. I was like, I know what they're trying to do, and it's making it worse.
She demanded that. She said, put me behind a desk. Although he's right. Putting her behind the desk doesn't. Everybody's commenting on her breasts.
Yeah, it calls attention to only the breast up.
It's not like her legs were being talked about. Then you could hide that. Apparently, since she has gone to the commercials where she's behind the desk, you know, I guess I have seen these commercials. I've been watching sports.
You can't not see them.
So I've seen them, but I didn't even realize that they had done that. You know, I'm just a nice guy. I don't body image is not a thing for me. But since they put her behind the desk, she's gotten more comments from guys saying, "Get out behind the desk. We want to, like that.
Why are you hiding them?
Why are you hiding them?" That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And she says, "Look, I direct the ads. I placed myself like that, and it's because of the thousands of unwelcome comments."
She directs.
That's what she says.
Interesting.
I wonder if she's technically the director, or if she just says, "I say, look, I'm sitting behind this
put me
desk."
in for this one."
Well, she's done it. And she said, "You've lost the privilege of looking at my body until I feel safe again." And so,
I can't imagine the comment she must be getting.
I know.
Could never in a million years as a dude.
If I were her, I don't even think I'd look at social media. But of course, she's of the age where she's all over social media, so she wants to see. Or she does anyway. See all that stuff, and she says she feels very uncomfortable. And it's such a little innocuous ad. It's not like she's certainly not, as you said, dressed up to be sexually suggestive.
No, it's not provocative at all.
Not at all. Anonymous, you're talking about the woman on the AT&T ads. She plays the character Lily from AT&T. Go ahead.
Yeah, just was telling Biggie that you guys were talking about her. I knew who she was, and she is attractive, but I went ahead and Googled images of her just now. And according to Google Images, this woman has never once cared about covering up her breasts because they're all over the place. It's all over Google. Mm-hmm. So it's like I said, I was like, wow, this woman obviously only currently has been concerned about not showing breasts or cleavage or all that good stuff.
Yeah, but
a little too out of breath for this call. Anybody else? Just me?
All the good stuff. But even still, Anonymous, I mean, just because a woman shows her body, even on a beach, she doesn't have to invite moronic comments from men, right? I mean, that's
or obscene
or
comments.
obscene comments
like I
from
said.
men.
Man, that was a nice guy thing you just said.
Yeah, I mean that's
a real nice guy
what
thing.
he just said is sort of a victim blaming thing. You know, it's like just because a woman
if I want to wear a low cut
wears a low cut top or
dress
doesn't mean you get to oogle her and take advantage of her and say untoward things about her. Maybe I really am becoming a nice guy. You know,
that's just once.
Just the one time, you know.
You fell off the nice guy wagon.
Yeah.
Just this one time. I was off the food wagon again today.
Already?
I had some M&Ms.
Lord.
Because
I saw you lumbering by my window. You didn't think you'd get spotted.
I didn't know you were
I
there.
had to go downstairs.
I had no idea.
And I'll tell you this, people have been weighing in on what your worst fear is, by the way,
Oh, yeah?
of me.
You're guessing?
I've gotten a few emails,
Yeah.
and I've gotten a few calls.
Well, I said, Biggie's got a health issue. And I said, I won't tell you my worst fear because I'm a nice guy.
They think your worst fear is that whatever it is going to cause me to lose more weight than you.
How dare you?
And that will cost you
money.
$1,000.
Last time I got a 25-pound jump,
Because
and they're worried this time.
That's right.
Especially if they're like, oh, if I just, they're like, oh, eat leafy greens for a weekend where I'll just drop weight again.
Biggie, we can treat this by wiring your jaw shut. Not fair.
That's cheating.
That's cheating. That queers the bet. The bet can't be done then.
So they're saying that you won't say your worst fear until I'm fine, because if I'm fine, then it's like, okay, well, he's still fat. But if it's like, well, we're removing a goiter
that weighs 30 pounds.
Yeah.
That's not fair. I'm insulted. I'm insulted by that.
And that's they said that's too why when you told your wife what your worst fear was, and when you told Chris Dem what your worst fear was, they both just left the room.